So then folks, I haven't posted a video for a while. That's through no choice of my own. Mainly been down to the weather. Last video I posted was about 3-4 weeks ago of Storm Goretti, so just haven't been able to get out on the bike or out and about to do any videoing. So we're just taking a ride along the cycleway alongside the middle of Metro here in West Brom. We're in just going up to Dudley Street, and we're going to use the cycleway to get up to West Brom. Unfortunately it has started to drizzle as we've set off, which is not ideal, but if things go to plan, just want to take you up to West Brom and show you something that's currently going on in West Brom. So we're just going up to Dudley Street Metro stop. So bear with me while we negotiate. These obstacles. So yeah, just going past the Metro stop, and as we speak there's a Metro coming towards us on its way to Wolverhampton. So the Metro is being extended to go from Wednesbury to Dudley, but it's due to open originally late 2025, and we've heard recently this is now being put back until August this year, 2026, due to a few problems they experienced en route. So as you can see, we've now swapped sides of the Metro. We're now heading up to Guns Lane, and the Guns Lane stop for the Metro. This line, as you can probably tell by the age of the bridges over it, was originally the line of the Great Western Railway, but it's been track's been reused as the Metro since 1999. I do apologise if there's rain on the lens. It's still spitting the rain. So we're now coming up to the next Metro stop, which if I'm not mistaken, is Dartmouth Street. And again, we've got to cross the track, so just bear with me. They don't make it easy. It's supposed to be a cycleway, but it's a bit of an obstacle course, to say the least. Sorry, not Dartmouth Street at all. It's Lodge Road. My mistake. Getting my streets mixed up. tell I don't come this way very often, can't you? In fact, I don't think I've cycled along this cycleway for about 15 years. So yeah, we're heading into West Brom town centre now. Got somebody coming the other way. All right, mate. So just passing underneath Moore Street. The bridge in front of us takes you onto the Ling. In front of us we've got West Bromwich Central Metro stop. And you can probably also see Sandwell College. It's ski slope roof. So, as I say, just coming into West Brom town centre now. I do believe we've got a tram coming both ways. Yep. Tram on its way to Birmingham there. And there's one coming the other way, which is again heading into Wolverhampton. I believe the metros do stop at every stop, regardless as to whether there's anyone waiting to disembark or board the trams. These are the second generation of trams that have been used on the metro. And there have been quite a few more added to the fleet over the recent months, which are currently undergoing testing, ready for when the extension to Dudley opens. So we're just going to cross the metro track yet again, watching out for pedestrians. Say in front of us we've got Sandwell College, and this is West Bromwich Ring Road. Which we usually take to the roads, but just going to stop on the footpath for a short while. There's no pedestrians about because there is method in my madness. Just want to show you something. So, as I say, we are on West Bromwich Ring Road, as you can see, and in front of us you can see a demolition site. This is what was once the King's Cinema, and it's now being demolished, part of Sandwell Council's master plan for Sandwell. So yeah, the cinema opened back in 1972 and it finally closed in 2002. The building also housed several nightclubs, well, one building, but it was several nightclubs. It was originally Sandy's, then later on it was Rumours, Nickleby's, Tokyo Joe's before that, and then finally the Precinct. The building is now being demolished, and it's a slow process because right next to the cinema building is West Bromwich bus station. So they're having to basically take that wall down on that side, brick by brick. But I'll show you that in a second. So hopefully you can see the side of the building where the scaffolding is. They've actually had to close some of the bus stands, bus stops in the bus station to allow them to demolish the cinema. As you can see, they have started removing the wall, which they're not using excavators, they are doing brick by brick to avoid damaging the bus stations below or endangering anybody using the bus station, because the bus station is still open, as you can see. It's not very busy at the moment because it's Sunday afternoon, but yeah. So the King Cinema replaced the old King Cinema, which opened in the 1930s and closed either late 60s or early 70s, I can't quite remember. But prior to the King Cinema over the road being demolished, the last cinema in West Bromwich to be demolished was the Tower Cinema down at Carter's Green, which opened in 1935, closed in 1969, became a bingo hall. Then that closed in the 1970s. It was vacant for many years before it was demolished in the early 1990s to make way for a new development. It did actually become a drive-through chemist, which is no longer there. Definitely something going on somewhere. So we're now in St Michael Street, just heading into West Bromwich Town Centre. Bus stations on our right. St Michael's Church on the corner there with the spire on our left. And a pigeon about to get run over. Out of the way, Mr. Pigeon. Just want to try and get in front of these cars. So we're just into the new street. I'm going to stop again in a second. A couple more things I just want to show you, which if you're in West Brom you probably already know about. So apologies to anybody in West Brom viewing this. But for people further afield, just something that may be of interest. So, in front of us you've got Central St Michael's Sixth Form, which is associated to West Bromwich College. But originally it was actually built as a building called the Public, and the Public was a multi-purpose venue. It was also an art gallery. It was designed by architect Will Hilltop. Construction began in 2003. Finally opened in 2008. It was vastly over budget, but when it was open it did attract some big names in the world of arts and entertainment. In 2013 there was a visual arts programme attracted artists including Tracy Enning and Jeremy Della, and in its short life it also hosted comedy shows from established names like Al Murray, Jenny Eclair and Alexis Sale, just to name a few. But due to continued problems with finance, and the Public was closed by Sandal Council in 2014. It was then leased by the council to Sandal College. But when it was the Public, it was infamous for having quite a bright interior. I'll try and include a couple of shots now. So with the closure of King Cinema, Sandwell was left without, West Bromwich was left without a cinema. This was rectified when the building in front of me opened, which is the Odeon Cinema, and that opened in July 2013. And it's a cinema with 5 screens, and it can seat just over 600 people, just a shade over. It cost £3 million to construct, and it's part of the wider New Square development, which is in front of us, which contains a range of shops, notably Tesco's, who paid for the construction of the centre. Never been in the place myself, the cinema that is. I've been in New Square, but unfortunately the restaurants next to the cinema haven't fared so well. They've closed down. So we're heading down Bratt Street now. And I'd like to thank everyone for watching. If you are watching the videos and you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. It helps the channel, gives me the incentive to post a few more videos. And if you have liked the video, please hit like. So I'll say goodbye folks, watch, here you go, take care.